So if we're just taking a look at Chainlink, you can see here obviously we've been stuck under this Fibonacci level of resistance for a good while. A lot of people are freaking out for some reason about Chainlink specifically. I don't really know why, to be honest, considering if you just take a quick 5-second zoom out on the daily time frame and look at this chart, it's very, very difficult to understand why people are so bearish about the price action right now. Over the past few days, I think it's probably just maybe new people coming into the space and then freaking out when they see the thing that they bought go down 10% in 1 hour, which is obviously very, very capable of happening in cryptocurrency. But you can see here very, very obviously to me that we are essentially seeing Chainlink having a very, very nice breakout of that bear market resistance that we have seen here. And then obviously we've just come up to the 050 here and ran out of steam really. Basically what's happened is we've just come back into that previous level of support of the previous bull market as resistance, as you can quite clearly see on the chart here. We have basically come pretty much perfectly up to that 050 level, which is at around $16. It happened to be that previous level of support in the bull market, and now it's turned into resistance here. And this is just somewhere where, you know, people that are trading, they're taking profits. You can see we've developed a decent area of structure in this at this key level in the local area. You can see push, trying to break to the upside, but then coming back down to support yet again here. The hourly time frame will show you this pretty much perfectly. You can see quite clearly your 050 Fibonacci there, sitting at around just under $16. You got your push up into it, you sell off, we push back up into it again, another sell off, we push back into it again, another sell off, and then obviously we've had a little bit of a move to the downside with Bitcoin obviously having in that sell off that we saw in the you know, including that ETF potential rejection. Even just the rumor of it, there's not actually been any rejections yet, by the way, but even just the rumor that was circulating saw Bitcoin drop around 10%, and obviously we saw a lot of altcoins drop as well. You can see Chainlink here just came down and back tested that 100-day moving average, which hasn't been touched in a good while here. Ever since we're at $6.50, that's the last time that the 100-day moving average has been tested. So a very, very key, something that I think is very, very important is that we come down and back test, so you don't get too parabolic. And I do think this nice bit of structure that Chainlink has made is going to benefit it in the long term, in my opinion, rather than just having a parabolic shoot to the moon followed by a massive collapse to the downside. So overall, I do think, you know, Chainlink's doing fine. Look at this chart with your eyeballs and tell me that this is looking bearish. I don't think it is really. You've got this obviously massive continuous bull market that we saw for Chainlink, the previous bear market, this huge consolidation inside this range, and now we've just got the break of the range, the break of the bear market resistance, and now just going to start working those Fibonacci levels going into the next bull market, which is, I know it's imminent now, isn't it? We've got Bitcoin very, very close indeed to its next halving, and it's getting exciting, isn't it? It's getting interesting, people are getting excited, and you know, you're also going to get a fair amount of nonsense in the market because of that, aren't you? But overall, I do think Chainlink is looking absolutely fine. Nothing catastrophic has happened by any means, and we're probably just going to start working through these Fibonacci levels to the downside. Probably, you know, you've got that the 038 down here at $12, perfect support. You could see a bit of consolidation sideways like this, but I do think obviously if you get above that 050, then the next target is the 618 up at $21. So